Hello friends, welcome back to my channel MEO Exams. My today's video is on STP, that is sewage treatment plant, which is there on board ship. So from today I'll start a series of video on sewage treatment plant. So friends, before I begin with this video, do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Now let's see this video. In this video I'll just cover the working principle of STP. So let's see the basic components which are there in the sewage treatment plant, and then we will discuss all the components in detail. So the sewage enters from this and enters the first chamber, which is called the biofilter reactor. This chamber is called the biofilter reactor. Then we have sedimentation tank or the settling tank. So from biofilter reactor, the sewage enters to sedimentation tank, where settling takes place, and from there it enters the activated carbon biofilter tank, and from there it enters the sterilization tank. So there are basically four tanks provided in this sewage treatment plant. From sterilization tank, the sewage is discharged overboard, meeting the requirements of MAPOL regulation by these two pumps and this line. These pumps are functioning or operating automatically with the help of the sensors which are installed on the sterilization tank. All the compartments are provided with a pipe at the bottom with a wall, as we can see over here. So these walls are provided so that these plant can be cleaned by this seawater line which is provided over here. So this seawater can be used for cleaning purpose or backflushing this plant. Other thing is the two blowers are provided on this sewage treatment plant for providing air to all the tanks. As you can see, on the first tank the air is provided, then in the settling tank air is provided, then on the activated carbon tanks. And one more thing is for backflushing purpose at periodic intervals, so that sludge doesn't get accumulated, the steam or the hot water connection is provided so that the sewage treatment plant can be periodically backflushed, so that proper functioning of is not hindered. This biofilter tank is also provided with air vent, and it is connected to all the tanks, as we can see this line. Then a overflow line is provided on the sterilization tank. So mostly I have covered all the important components which are there on this plant. So the raw sewage generated from the vessel contains high concentration of biochemical oxygen demand and suspended solids. So let's see how we handle this sewage in the plant. So as you can see, there is a screen over here which is there on the uh, this biofilter reactor. So this screen removes adulteration such as toilet paper and the plastic papers to prevent clogging, so the system can be protected and produce constant quantity of water. So basically this removes the foreign particles like the toilet papers and the plastic, and it's very important so that clogging should not happen in the system. Now this biofilter reactor tank is basically provided with uh, air through the blower by fine air bubbles, as you can see with the help of these diffusers. So this will basically increase the oxygen transmission rate. So the main purpose of this is to disperse the contaminated substance through the blower's diffuser and convert suspended solids and soluble organic matter to sludge, which can be easily decomposed by the aerobic microorganisms. So in this, basically the blower diffuser converts suspended solids and the soluble organic matters into sludge. So this which can easily be decomposed by the aerobic microorganisms. The function of this activated sludge is because of the microorganisms such as bacteria and the protozoa which eats organic matter in the sewage. So by intermixing air with this mixture of sewage and activated sludge, the microorganisms will actively will decompose these organic matter in the aerobic conditions. Because the microorganisms are acting actively, the suspended solid adhere to the activated sludge as well as the organic matter, and soluble matters are oxidized by the dissolved oxygen and the microorganisms. So basically, this reaction takes place with the help of these microorganisms and in the presence of dissolved oxygen. So to process the sewage by the activated sludge method, it basically requires, as I have already told you, appropriate amount of oxygen matter to feed the microorganisms, then the aeration, that is the air, and agitation, so that proper mixing of air with the this appropriate with the sludge can take place. So agitation, aeration, and microorganisms are the main three components which are uh, required for the sewage treatment. Now after this sewage has been converted into sludge, mixture of sludge and the activated sludge, uh, it is passed passed on to the settling tank by the through overflow, as you can see over here. So this activated sludge is separated from the treated water while in the second this tank, which is the sedimentation tank. The treated water from the biofilter, that is the first tank, will be separated to high grade water and sediments after being settled in the sedimentation tank. So basically the settling takes place in this tank. The sedimentation efficiency depends upon the size and the density of the activated sludge. The sludge which gets activated, which gets settled in the bottom, is again transferred to the first tank, which is the biofilter reactor tank, with the help of the air which is supplied over here, as you can see. So this basically takes the sludge and provides and discharge it on the screen which is provided on the first tank. The high grade water will flow into the activated carbon tank. So after settling has taken place, the high grade water will overflow onto this activated carbon tank. So basically this is the path of the water, and the sludge which gets settled over here moves in this direction. The untreated sludge uh, settled in the bottom of sedimentation tank returned back into the biofilter reactor to break up by the microorganisms again. So as I have already explained this point. Now in the activated carbon tank, if there has been untreated organic matter and floating matter in the water from second tank, it will be treated by passing through the activated carbon tank, where it is biofiltered with the air to remove the remaining organic matter and suspended particles. So basically in this tank, the remaining uh, organic matter and suspended particles are removed by the help of activated carbon. This activated carbon will mainly remove COD, that is chemical oxygen demand, by filtering and absorption theory. Basically absorption theory, but also treats remaining BOD and suspended solid. So this activated carbon basically mainly removes this this chemical oxygen demand, but it also treats remaining biological oxygen demand and suspended solids which are present in the sewage which has passed on from this settling tank. Now the fourth, that is the last tank, after the water has been after the sewage has been treated in all three tanks, it is passed on to the this sterilization tank, and at this time the chemical pump will inject this disinfectant, that is sodium hypochlorite, and it will sterilize with the ventilation air. So basically the disinfectant is injected in this tank so that can kill the bacteria or remaining bacteria. So when the level keeps on the when the sewage keeps on collect sewage water or the treated water is keeps on collecting on this tank with the help of these sensors, it is removed or it is discharged overboard by these pumps. So this was the whole process of a sewage treatment plant. That is, the sewage is first first enters the biofilter reaction chamber. From there, it basically the suspended solids and organic matters, they get basically converted into activated sludge, and from there it is overflown onto the sedimentation tank, where the treated water is transferred to the activated carbon tank, and the remaining sludge which gets settled down in the settling tank, it is again pushed back with the help of air to the first chamber, which is the biofilter reactor, and it is treated again. And the treated water which is overflown on the activated carbon biofilter tank, in that tank the COD, the remaining BOD, and the suspended solids are treated, and it is transferred to the treated water is transferred to the sterilization tank, where the disinfectant is injected, that is the sodium hypochlorite is injected, so that bacteria can be killed, and the treated sewage is discharged according to the level in the tank automatically with the help of sensors which are installed on the sterilization tank. So that's all about STP. In the next video, I'll try to cover the tests which are carried out on the sewage treatment plant. So till then, take care, have fun.